You are not standing in front of all these people for no good reason. You have been asked to speak. Welcome to Learning Fever's public speaking course, Lesson 2, Speaking About People. This may include a wedding toast, a speech at a retirement party, or a more difficult event, such as having to give a eulogy. You have been asked to speak at this event because you are bringing something to the occasion that no one else has. This is your point to make you confident. Remember, it's all about confidence, and confidence is about knowledge. You have the knowledge, and you have been asked to share. So we'll build up your confidence in this speech by getting some memories on paper. There are some questions to guide you. These are just for you. Don't worry about spelling, grammar, sentences. Nobody will see them. We'll work through chronologically and then talk about the future. Let's think about the now of when you are speaking. Why is it you who are speaking? What is the physical space you'll be in, and what does that mean? I gave the eulogy for my mother-in-law in the church in which she was baptised. That was easy. If you are giving a wedding speech in an unfamiliar venue, extend your thinking out to the suburb or the town, for example. If you are speaking about John and Mary in a reception venue in New York, what does New York mean to John and Mary and to the audience? Or you can choose a symbol that will be on display, a company logo, a horseshoe, and talk about that. It will bring the audience into the now of your speech. The beginning of your relationship. Where did you meet? Give a detail about that, the place or the event. Who else was there? Who introduced you? While you are doing the in-depth thinking about this first meeting, you will find that something has stayed with you. It could be an image, a sound, kind brown eyes, a crooked tie, something sensory. This has stayed with you from that meeting until now. What is it? Share it with your audience. Now, moving to the ongoing of your relationship. How long has it been? What is a funny or silly event you shared? What is a serious or emotional event you shared? That's what's always expected from a speech of this sort. But what will lift your speech out of the everyday is that there is something that means more to you than the subject realises. What is it? And of course, are you willing to share? Any good writer does research. Ask around, take notes. What have others said? His mother tells me. Other more subtle things you can include. You had probably forgotten something until you came to write this speech. What is it? And what relevance does it have? You know the person well, but there's something you've always wondered about. Like, what is that spice that Miguel constantly uses in his paella? What is it that you don't know? Ask the question. Questions always make people listen a little more intently. Let's think about the future now. We're coming to the end of your speech. What about this person will empower others? And finally, what will the people in that room take away with them because they know how you feel? You've done a lot of preparation to write this speech. In a reflective ending to your speech, what is it that you will take into the future from sharing your experiences? For example, you might express your reinforced view that Henrietta is the person to lead the company after the merger. There you go. It's almost written. It's yours. Own it. But it will need a little bit of formalising. So here's a few tips. Your first job is to choose the bookends. How will you begin and how will you end? From doing your notes, you already have a reoccurring image in your head. And that's it. That's your bookend. A good speech begins at the beginning, has a middle, and ends at the beginning. It's a circular thing. And the fact that you know is also a confidence thing. It's all about confidence, remember. Just one other formal thing. If possible, include the names of all the people close to him or her. Whoever asked you to do this speech wanted your insights, and that's what you're sharing with the people who will attend. It's your memories, and you can't get it wrong. In our next lesson, we'll discuss bodies and hands.